I need more, you big bro. Gotta go, big bird giving crow. A group of baddies coming foes. Give me money, kiss my...
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jags and the Dolphins coming up.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Irving. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game. showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, Irvin. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
There's a nice move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Irvin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But sometimes despite the best plan, and the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jags. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. Irving. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
And he's going to keep this again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down now, Irving. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Let's go.
If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side. Irving, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
The running back again, ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Powers through him. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 7. First down, Jacksonville.
Dancing to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Right rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run on first down. Irvin. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to... The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
2nd and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's going to look deep down the field. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.